There is a fake franchise epidemic going on right now, and I needed to put my 2 cents into it so that people are warned and people understand what exactly is going on here. This is a requested video actually, and people have been requesting my thoughts on this, and I will give you my thoughts, my ideas, and why I am saying that this is a fake franchise epidemic. So you all know that there is some degree chai wala and some degree pani puri wala and all these kind of people who have sprung up all over the place. They claim that they are entrepreneurs, they claim that they have a legit business, and they will do some things to make themselves viral. So you will see them feeding the poor, or they will do something or the other, some shenanigans to get themselves famous. They will do that, attract a lot of clout. That is their main thing. So it's not that their business is actually making money, it is just to make a lot of clout. So they will make a lot of clout and lot of reach. After they reach a million, so many millions of people, then they will say that, oh, I'm going to do one thing, I'm feeling very generous, I will give you my business in franchise. This, I'm not saying that all franchises are wrong, don't get me wrong, but what's going on here is fundamentally wrong, because what they are not selling you is not a franchise. It doesn't apply the rules of a franchise. Let me explain this. You make chai at your house, you make tea, coffee, whatever your beverage is. Can someone else duplicate it? Yes. Because I go to my friend's house, they will make chai, coffee for me. It's the same thing. Maybe there is some family recipe, they will put some adrak or something here or there, some variations, but it's basically the same product. If a product can be copied, there is no USP in it. That is, there is no specific thing that can be trademarked, or there is no specific secret ingredient in that product, then it cannot be franchised. So the other example is some pani puri girl and all these people who are bringing up all these, now next there will be somebody who is bringing up golgappe, maybe whatever, street food. It is common. What is the difference between this person and some Raju chaiwala who is doing a small business, who has been selling chai from generations, who is selling chai on a cycle? Maybe it's basically the same thing. You cannot franchise that. There is no way that you can franchise that in a legit way. It is an easily copyable product. Take KFC for example. KFC, McDonald's, all these people, they have their own secret recipes. You can try to create it at home, but generally you cannot. The fried chicken that they have, it has a special taste, and that is unique to them. Similarly, there have been other people who have come up with their own versions of it, and they will bring their own product, and that will become a chain of stores. It is something unique that you cannot create at home. My business is solar. Can I franchise my business? If I have some unique special arrangements in my business that cannot be copied, then maybe I can franchise it. Coming to the point, if I have to franchise it, there has to be some specific trade secrets that are there in the product which cannot be copied. If your product is not copyable, then it becomes a franchisable product. Here they are breaking that one law. That's the reason why it is failing. Now you can create some special flavor of chai maybe, and you can try to sell it. That won't work for the long term, because it's cheap. You can get that product cheaper elsewhere. I'm not saying that then why does Starbucks work? Starbucks has its own unique recipe, and there is something different in Starbucks. They are franchising the entire experience. It's not just the coffee. Starbucks, the product is not the coffee. The coffee is part of the experience. What you're getting is the entire experience. You're going to the shop, you're getting it in that cup, you have their name written, all of that is part of the experience. They have their own unique thing going on there. People can try to copy it as it is, but you cannot get the experience or the elevated experience of Starbucks. Coming back to the point, all these people, their business is actually not the business. Their business is franchising. That's what they're trying to do. All they're doing is they are trying to sell the franchise. Their actual business is not making any money, and it is actually a loss-making business, you can say. They might be making some money, but it is not big enough or successful enough to have a franchise model implemented. The funny thing is, I have seen that they have taken 45-55 lakhs from all these poor people, and then they are selling a franchise of it. That doesn't make any sense, because for 45 lakhs, how much, how good of a tea stall can you put? Why not do your own business? Why do you want to give this guy his cut? You can say it is for the brand, but what brand does he have already? No, it doesn't. It's not a big recognizable brand. Starbucks, if I'm paying 45 lakhs or whatever is the price for a Starbucks franchise, that is worth it because that brand is recognizable, it has its own value. But if you only have 5 or maybe small startup, you cannot charge such big amounts for for your franchise. Coming back to the thing, don't fall into these traps. There will be a lot of people who are coming up with so-called franchises. Try to understand before you invest what exactly is a franchise. Does it actually warrant the name of a franchise? Because these are not franchises. If it satisfies the first rule of franchise, then there is many more things which I can get to in another video if people request it. But you have to understand, this is the fundamental thing. Research about it is available on the internet. You have so many books, so many different ways to get this knowledge. Try to study about it, then you invest into it. So first get that knowledge, understand what a franchise is, and understand if it is a legit enough investment. This person could have invested 50 lakhs into the markets or some good return tool, and that could have been such a good experience for him. This is a big problem, and people are trying to get their business running. I understand that. It's a good thing. I have run my business. I have started from scratch. There was no family support, nothing. I did it on my own. It is possible. You're on the right track. Do your own business. It's a very good thing. But what you have to understand is there are no shortcuts here. And especially if you're going for a franchise, do your research. Understand what a franchise is. Then you try to invest into it. This is not a franchise. This is basically, I'll say it's a scam. I'll outright say it. I don't care about what the people will think. This is my opinion about it, and I'm just saying what other people are thinking and afraid to say. If you have any questions, comments, whatever you want, leave them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. This has been Jace for TopEvt. I'll see you in the next video.